I sit here and I'm like, what do I do? I have to wait till July to see if I still get unemployment. If I get unemployment, it's still going to be pennies on the dollar, but it's something. But what do? I right now have to go through all my stuff that I've gotten to sell on eBay, which I can't do yet until everything is settled with unemployment. I have my crocheting I do, but I have to set up something for that because people understand it takes time to do these things when you have to deal with other things. If I didn't have to worry about my mom, didn't have to worry about wondering where my next meal's coming from, didn't have to worry about a job and everything, I could do these things really fast, you know? Do a couple scarves, blankets here and there, like I'm working on one now. Then I've got one more panel to go, and then I'm sewing it up, and then you guys will see it. I didn't realize how big this thing turned out to be because I drew this thing out. But this is why I go to conventions. This is why I go to job fairs and everything. But to keep saying that... Oh, the best one was, do you speak Spanish? No. What language do you speak? Well, I'm trying to go take Japanese, and I want to speak French, and I know a little bit, but I want to do a refresher course. Oh, no, the job market only wants Spanish. There's no other language except that. I looked at them like, what? I go to try to find jobs down here in my neighborhood. They take one look at my last name, and they're like, sorry, we can't hire you. You try to find a street sign anymore in English, it's funny. Meanwhile, I live in a highly Jewish neighborhood. Go figure. Okay? But like I said about the trains, too. I mean, I went off tangent, but this is where I'm getting at about people and wanting things. You want everything somebody else has, but you don't realize what they have or have to do to get it. A man was killed in my neighborhood off of 232nd Street in Riverdale for his iPhone. They caught the guy down the block from me. Okay? A man's throat was slashed while he was sleeping by this couple on the 4 train. Okay? A girl was jumped for her french fries and iPhone by other girls. And I say to myself, how sick is that? That you're going to let people do this. Because they have to, oh, it's cool and everything. And you put it on a website, too. What if that was your sister, your mother, your daughter, your best friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend? Then the tables turn. But when it's somebody else, and you're videotaping it, I'd say you're more of the bully than these people were. And for another person to take another person's life, that breaks every code of nature and law and everything. To take a life means to take your own life. You know what kind of stain that puts on your soul? To injure another person. Everyone keeps claiming because I'm Wiccan, I'm not spiritual, because I'm not Catholic, I'm not whatever. Especially where I work. I hear little scuttlebutts and everything. But they don't realize I'm very spiritual. Because when you're dealing with Wiccan, you deal with the spirits and everything around you. You deal with the energies. And when you throw the energies off, things happen. Nobody can understand why we didn't have a winter. Hello. We had 3 major earthquakes in different areas that tilted the axis of the earth. That will change things. That's energy. It changes things. I can't understand why some people with religion and everything will let their religion change. My mom grew up with catechism and everything, and they don't even teach catechism anymore. Or like, my religion book was this thick in school, like that thick, right? My niece's is now this thin. They took stuff out. Or they changed things. That's not a religion, that's a cult. Wiccan has never changed. Wiccan is the same as it been. Nobody realizes that people borrow from every religion. If you sat down and looked at every history of every holiday, religious holiday I should say, it came from something else. So this is where the ignorance lies on people. And why do we want to hurt people? When I stopped people and said, oh, be careful with those headphones, or be careful with your iPhone, they looked at me like I was dumb. I said, didn't you see the news? Somebody's going to get killed for those. Somebody did get killed for it. And they're like, no, we didn't see it. Get your heads out of your texting, or whatever you do with your texting. Get off Facebook. I mean, get beyond Facebook, but get off it for once. And look around you. Could somebody help that girl who got jumped and dragged on a train for an iPhone and french fries? Can that man's family understand that he's not coming back because he was jumped on 232nd Street here in Riverdale? Can that man ever have to see that scar every day on his neck because the couple decided that it was a joke to steal his phone while he was sleeping? You know what they're doing right now? They're in jail right now. They just now made themselves off a very bad life. Like I tell everybody, people see this star and they're going like, oh, whatever, right? No. One gang has it it's a Wiccan star. One gang has a Jewish star. Research where you come from. Instead of hurting, why don't we help? Take these gangs and tell them, help. Look at the Hells Angels. They're a gang and they help. Can't we be like that? A gang that helps, not a gang that hurts. So people, think about this. Nobody knows who you are because they don't want to know who you are. Everyone's oblivious to what's around them. Everybody claims I'm oblivious, but I actually know what's going on around me. I have to deal every day at work with people who misjudge people because they don't want to listen. They hear, but they don't want to listen. Okay? I know there are cliques. I know there are things. But for once, can someone just sit down and listen? I mean, I got told they don't understand how I speak. If I use big words, then tell me I'm using big words. Tell me you don't understand how I'm saying it, because maybe the words I understand are not the words you understand. Maybe you weren't brought up the way I was brought up. Maybe that's what it is. But don't treat me like I'm a dumb blonde. Don't treat me like I don't know what's going on around. Don't say, who gave you permission? When it's a general office and I know you're busy. Don't treat me like I'm a child. Don't act paranoid. But as you can see, what I deal with every day, I just pray and pray to gods, goddesses, and whoever that the energies don't get shifted too much, because I work too hard for things and no one is going to take that away from me. And I'm hoping, like I say today, I wish this person well. I wish people good, because it's your own undoing and actions you show people. And if I'm showing something that they don't like because maybe it's something in themselves they can't achieve, tell me. Or you know what, instead of yelling at me or persecuting me, try to achieve what I can. See, I gotta go on for you. No one can understand that me being abused, my mother bipolar, my sister everything and stuff, right? How I can still love myself and take care of myself. How I never gave into things like suicide or depression or anything. Because I see it as letting them win. You're gonna go cut yourself because your parents are fighting and they told you to drop dead. They won. You want to go into depression because somebody broke up with you. What do? You get sad, whatever, you move on. You misjudge somebody because you don't like what you see in them because it's something you don't like in yourself. That's on you. I'm not going to stoop to your level. So if this woman, or adult or bully, as she is, because she doesn't realize she is a bully, confronts me, I am going to stand my ground, and I'm going to talk to her the way she understands. You're a God-fearing person, you claim? Act like it. Don't get in somebody's face. Treat them with the same respect you want. If there's something you don't like about me, tell me to my face. Maybe it's something in you that you don't like. But I can't do that on my work premises because I'm a per diem. And literally, I could lose my job. Whereas she won't lose her job. So you see where the catch-22 is. Do you point out their faults and they go crying? Or do you just bite your tongue like I did that day and let her paranoia show through? Or do you stand up for that girl that got beat up on the train? Do you stand up for that man's family and help them make it happen? Nothing like that ever happens to somebody else. What are we going to do, people? Are we going to sit back? Or are we going to try and let the fall happen? Because I'm at the point where whatever happens, happens. Because you know what? I know what's inside me. I know who I am, and I know how to treat people. And if it means that you guys don't understand, then sit down and ask. Okay? Don't just keep saying, this person lies, this person whatever. Okay? Because you're not listening. You're only hearing. And that's the problem with my job. They only hear, they don't listen. Could I get fired for this? Maybe. But you know what? Then they only heard. They didn't listen. See what I mean? So let's hope. I want to keep doing more of these because I know I need to update you guys on what's going on. So me and this one, and then hopefully we'll see what happens. Alright? Fingers crossed. Next one. See you soon.